You found it, your first Calgary home. The feeling is incredible. But just before closing, you get a call. You need an extra $15,000 in cash now. This isn't a scam. It's a cascade of small, legitimate costs that are easy to overlook. Think property tax payouts, unexpected legal needs, or a missing land survey. We'll break down Calgary's biggest closing mistakes and give you a plan to avoid panic. So, how do you prevent this? It starts with one rule. Budget 2% to 3% of your home's purchase price for closing costs. This is the detail many miss. This money cannot be rolled into your mortgage. You need it liquid and ready in your bank account. For a typical $40,000 to $25,000 starter home in Calgary, that means $1,000 to $1,750 in cash you'll need on closing day. So where does that 10 grand go? Mistake 1. Underestimating your legal fees and your first year of home insurance. Mistake 2. Forgetting property tax adjustments. You have to pay back the seller for any taxes they've already paid for the year. Mistake 3. Assuming the seller has a current land survey. If not, that's often a $500 to $950 bill that falls on you. You can see how these costs stack up. Let's look deeper into the most misunderstood expense. Legal fees. In Calgary, lawyer fees for a simple purchase can range from $700 to over $1,500. Why the huge gap? We'll answer that in a moment. First, understand their role. Your lawyer is your final line of defense, conducting title searches to protect you from liens or fraud. The fee isn't just for their time. It includes disbursements, costs the lawyer pays for you, like land title registration and tax searches. So, back to that price difference. A big factor is title insurance. It's a $300 policy that protects you. Some lawyers include it, some don't. Always ask. Protecting your legal ownership is vital, but what about protecting yourself from the physical state of the house? This is the single most expensive mistake. Mistake number 4 is skipping a professional home inspection to save $400 to $700. This is one of the worst financial gambles a buyer can make. Why? Because that $500 saving could mean you inherit a $3,000 foundation problem or a leaking roof that the inspector would have caught. It happens. One Calgary buyer skipped a sewer line assessment and was hit with an $8,200 bill for a line collapse just weeks after moving in. This is why having conditions in your purchase contract, like subject to a satisfactory home inspection, are your non-negotiable legal escape hatches. Okay, we've covered the major pitfalls. Now, let's talk about the unique Calgary market and how you can use it to your advantage. First, the good news. Calgary actually has some of the lowest closing costs in Canada because we don't have a provincial land transfer tax. That one difference saves you between $3,000 and $8,000 compared to buying the same priced home in Toronto. A huge built-in advantage. However, there is a catch for new-build homes. You will often be on the hook for GST on the purchase price, a massive additional cost. But here's a pro tip. Many of these costs are not set in stone. You can actually negotiate who pays for certain closing costs. For example, you could ask the seller to pay for the title insurance policy we mentioned, or cover the cost of a new real property report. Let's bring it all together. Remember that scary $15,000 shortfall? Now you see it. A survey plus tax adjustments plus a surprise repair? It adds up fast. But being prepared isn't just about avoiding mistakes. It's about using the tools available. The government offers 2 huge benefits for first-time buyers. The Home Buyers Plan lets you borrow up to $60,000 from your own RRSP, tax-free. This is a perfect way to cover that 2 to 3% cash requirement. Then, after you've moved in, don't forget to claim the first-time home buyer's tax credit. It can provide a welcome financial boost in your first year. Finally, as the day approaches, schedule your final walkthrough 24 to 48 hours before closing. Check that all agreed-upon repairs are done. And for your meeting with the lawyer, be ready. Bring a bank draft for the final amount, 2 pieces of ID, and your proof of home insurance. Closing costs are a major hurdle, but they don't have to be a surprise. Every mistake we've discussed is avoidable with knowledge and planning. Don't get caught scrambling for cash. Click the link in the description to download our free Calgary Closing Cost Checklist for a smooth closing day.